Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, class. Last week we talked about volume of a cube and volume of a cuboid. And I gave you assignments. I gave you two tables to fill. Mind you, these two tables, the first table is under the topic we treated last week. And the other table, if you look at it very well, you've not done it. I just use it, I just give you so that you can just play with it and have knowledge on it when we are going to treat the topic normally. But before we start today's work, let's do the correction to the first table. So the second table, when we want to do the topic, after the topic, I will now do solution to it. The table goes thus. We have some column here. Here we have the base, we are given some values. Here we have the height, we are given some values. We have the length and we have the volume. Now, under the first one here, we are asked to find the base. And we are given the height, and we are given the length, and we are given the volume. The second question, we are asked to find the base. We have been given the height, the length, and the volume. The third question, we are given the base, the height, the length. We are asked to find the volume. The fourth question, we are given the base, height, length, and volume. Likewise, the fifth question. So we are going to take this one after the other. Now, the first one now. The first solution. The first solution, which says we are asked to find the base, we are given the height. Given our height to be 8 centimeters. And we are also given our length to be 8 centimeters. And we are looking for our base. Mind you, our base is the same thing as breadth. So it's unknown. And we are given the volume to be 320 centimeter cube. Even without me writing your V here, you should know that this one is volume because of the cube on our centimeter. Now, remember, the formula for finding the volume of a cube and a square are the same, which is V volume equal to length times breadth times height, or length times base times height. And we are given our volume to be 320 centimeter cube, and our length to be 8 centimeter. I want to represent my breadth by small letter x, and my breadth, which is 8 centimeter, and my height, which is 8 centimeter. Now, what do I have to do? I need to make my x the subject of the formula. How do I do that? By dividing both sides by what I have here. But before that, let me multiply this 8 and this 8 centimeter together. Repeat our 330 centimeter cube. 8 times 8 is 64. Centimeter times centimeter is centimeter square times x centimeter. Now, to make my x the subject of the formula, I need to divide through by this 64. Then we now have 320 centimeter cube over 64 centimeter square, which is equal to what? X. That remains here. Divide this by 64, divide this by 64. Now, if I divide 360 by 320 by 64, that will be 5 centimeter. Now, look at this, my centimeter. I have 2 here, I have 3 here. If I remove 2 out of this place, what remains? Remain 1. So, out of this 3 centimeter that is here, 2, I remove 2, remain 1. And this is the one that remains, which is x. Therefore, our breadth or base is 5 centimeter. Now, if you look at this answer that we got, we can deduce that this particular parameter or this particular value is for a cubeboard, because assuming it is cube, we should have gotten the same value for height, length, and your breadth. But because this one differs, therefore it tells us that this particular information is for a cubeboard. I hope it's clear to all of you. Now let's go to the second one. The second one says we should look for the base, just like the first one. And we are given 10 centimeter as the height. We are looking for base. We are given 10 height to be 10 centimeter, 12 centimeter rather, and our length to be 10 centimeter, and our volume to be 960 centimeter cube, 960 centimeter cube. Now, just like the way what we did here, the same procedure, the same method, the same formula. Our volume, which is 960 centimeter cube. Our length, which is 10 centimeter. Our base that we are looking for, and our height, which is 12 centimeter. Now, just like the way we did that one, then we multiply 10 by 12. Repeat this one, 960 centimeter cube. 10 multiplied by 12 will give us 120. Centimeter times centimeter here will be centimeter square, multiplied by our base. Now, to make our base the subject of the formula, we are going to divide through by 120 centimeter square. When we divide, this one will now be 960 centimeter cube over 120 centimeter square equal to our base. This we cancel this. How many 12 do we have in 96? That is 8. 8, like what I did here. 2 will go out. How many 2 do we have here? 1, main 1. Not the centimeter, that is our base. Therefore, our base here is 8 centimeter. Now let's go to the third question. Now, the third question, which says we have been given the base, we have been given the height and the length. The question says we should look for the volume. Given the base to be 6 centimeter. We have been given the base to be 6 centimeter. The height should be 3 centimeter. The length to be 12 centimeter. And we are looking for the volume. Just like the one we did previously. I told you the volume, the formula for finding volume is base times height times length. That's 6 centimeter multiplied by 3 centimeter, which is our height, multiplied by 12 centimeter, which is our breadth, which is our length. Now, if you multiply these three figures together, we are going to get 216 centimeter cube. When we are looking for the base and the base, when we are doing A and B, remember we got our answer to be in centimeter. But for this one, because we are looking for volume, it will be centimeter cube, because we multiply centimeter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That is centimeter cube. That's for question 3. Now let's go to question 4. Just like the question they asked us in question 3. When we are given our question 4, the base for our question 4 to be 5 millimeter. We are giving millimeter here, unlike the other ones if we have been doing centimeter. This one is millimeter. Don't be confused. Since the units are equal, we should go by the units. Your final answer should also be in millimeter. Don't say it should be in centimeter. No, you follow the rules given to you. So your final answer should be in millimeter. Now we are given the base to be 5 millimeter. And we are given the height to be also 5 millimeter. We are also given the length to be 15 millimeter. Length 15 millimeter. So we are asked to find the volume. And our volume, as usual, is base times height times length. And that is 5 millimeter multiplied by 5 millimeter multiplied by 15 millimeter. And if you punch your calculator, you are going to get 375 millimeter cube. Millimeter cube. 1, 2, 3. Your cube. Don't forget. I hope it's clear to you. Now let's go to the fifth one. The fifth question. We have given base to be 10 centimeter. We are given height to be 3 centimeter, and we are given length to be 8 centimeter. And we are looking for our volume. Our volume is unknown. We are looking for our volume. Same formula. Our volume, base times height times length. And our base is 10 centimeter. Our height is 3 centimeter. And our length is 8 centimeter. Now if you multiply these three figures together, we are going to get 240 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube. If you don't put this cube, you are telling us that that value is a length or breadth or height. So this cube is very, very important. 240 centimeter cube. I hope it's clear to all of you. That's all about the assignment. So now let's go to the normal class. Let's go to today's work. Now let's go to today's work. What do we want to look at today? We want to look at right triangular prism. Right triangular prism. How do we get a triangular prism? A prism, or what is a prism rather? A prism is made when a rectangular block is cut into half. You know how a rectangle looks like? This is a rectangle. A rectangular block. This is how a rectangular block looks like. This is how a rectangular block looks like. Now, if I now divide this block into two, then into two like this. Now, one part is what we call a rectangular prism. So if I divide it equally, the one part is called a rectangular prism, and the other part is also a rectangular prism. They are telling you that when you bring two rectangular prisms together, it will give you. When you bring two triangular prisms together, it will give you a rectangular prism. When you divide a rectangular block, it will give you two triangular prisms. That's what we call triangular prism. Now, remember the formula for finding, and I remember I told you a rectangle is under cuboid. So if you want to find the volume of a rectangular block, then we use the formula for finding volume of a cuboid, which is length times breadth times height. Now this time around, we want to look at a triangular prism. I said it is when we divide a rectangular block into two. That's where we get a triangular prism. Now, since the volume of a rectangular block is length times breadth times height, so when the half of it, when divided by 2, it will give you 1/2 length times breadth times height, which means the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism is half length times breadth times height. Or you can say, you can have your length and breadth together. Remember when we are doing cuboid, I told you, instead, apart from using length and breadth and height, you can also say area of a surface multiplied by its height. So this is now the half of area of a surface, half of length times breadth multiplied by its height. But remember, as I've said now, that's 1/2 length times breadth is equal to area of a surface, which is a right-angled triangle. A triangular prism gives us a right-angled triangle, and you know how a right-angled triangle looks like. Therefore, we can change the formula by saying the volume of a prism is equal to area of end surface multiplied by height, that I just said now. Don't forget, don't mix these two things together. A normal volume, a cuboid, or a rectangular block, the volume is length times breadth times height. But when you divide this the rectangular block into 2, then you have a triangular prism. And the formula for finding the volume of a triangular prism is half length times breadth times height. Assuming they are given the volume of a rectangular block to be 60 centimeter cube. Therefore, if you divide it by 2, that would be 30 centimeter cube, which is the volume of the right-angled triangular prism. Now, I have 2 examples here. Let's look at this example one after the other. The first example says, calculate the volume. The first example says, calculate the volume of a prism with dimension of L equal to 8 cm, breadth equal to 5 cm, and height equal to 6 cm. While the second question says, we should find the volume of a triangular prism, and we are given a particular diagram of the volume of a triangular prism. They say we should find its volume. Now let's look at this example one after the other. When we started cube, I told you it has 3 dimensions, 3-dimensional layers, which is length times breadth times height, and that's what they also repeated here. Calculate the volume of a prism with dimensions of L equal to 8 cm, breadth equal to 5 cm, and height equal to 6 cm. Now let's check this one after the other. Question 1. We are given our length to be 8 cm, our breadth to be 5 cm, and our height to be 6 cm. Remember the formula for volume. The volume, that's how we should find the volume of this prism. Remember the formula is 1/2 length times breadth times height. 1/2, that's what is our length. Our length is 8, and our breadth is 5, and our height is 6 cm. Now, what do you have here? This is 6 cm. When you multiply this, 8 times 5, 8 times 5 times 6. Don't forget your unit. is very, very important. Let me include it. Let me include the unit one after the other. I want to include the unit so that we're able to get our cube. 5 centimeter times 6 centimeter. Now, if you multiply these three values together, we are going to get 240 centimeter cube. 240 centimeter cube. 8 centimeter times 5 centimeter times 6 centimeter will give us 240 centimeter cube. Remember, this bracket means multiplication. So this means 240 centimeter cube divided by 2. When you divide, our final answer will be 120 centimeter cube. 120 centimeter cube. I hope it's clear to you. Now let's go to the second example. The second example, if you look, they gave us a diagram, and this is the diagram. And if you study this diagram very well, it will look as if you take a knife and you cut your carton, the carton of biscuits, you divide it into two. That's how this diagram looks like. And from this diagram, we are not given that. They did not tell us in the question that length is this, breadth is this, clinical is this. No, unlike here. But the diagram has explained it. You can see that this is our length, which is 12 centimeters. We have our breadth or the base to be 6 centimeters. And we also have our height to be 6 centimeters. Now, what you have to do is just input our data. Now, we are given our length to be 12 centimeters according to the diagram, our breadth to be 6 centimeters, and our height to be 6 centimeters. Now, same formula is what we have here. Half length times breadth times height, or times base, anyone. That is 1/2. 12 centimeters multiplied by 6 centimeters multiplied by 6 centimeters. If you multiply these three figures together, remember, that's 36 multiplied by 12. That will give us, we have 2 here, we have 3 here, we have 6 here. Now, I want to divide this thing by 2. We divide both sides by 2. That will be 632 centimeter cube over 2. And that will give us, sorry, this one is 4. This is 4. 432, not 632. 4 in 2 in 4, we have 2. Here we have 1. In 12 we have 6. Then we have 216 centimeter cube. 216 centimeter cube. Now this is where we are going to stop for today. Don't forget, the volume of finding a rectangular prism is half of the volume of a rectangular prism. Assalamu alaikum.